Hello, everybody. This is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. And today's title is How to Make Profit, Building Block 1. This is continuing from yesterday, and this will be part 2. So, wow, how much information is that, right? So I'll wait for Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for sending this out to everyone that's following me. And I'm just really excited to share the stuff that, has helped me not only build an incredible organization, but also help so many people all over the world. So hi, Lisa. Hello, Ola. Hello, my lovely wife, Terry. And so again, the title is How to Make Profit. And it's going to be part 2 of the video yesterday and what I'm calling Building Block 1. Now, the reason why I need to do a little more with that, and hi, Victor, hi, Peter, Eric, Bill, is, I started off with 3 extremely important things, okay? So you can go back and watch the video tomorrow that I did yesterday, I'm sorry. And the first goal in this example is to get someone an extra payday, okay? Number 1 is to get everyone an extra payday, all right? So that's the very first thing you got to do. Second is you got to get them to get in profit. So the first part of that is covering whatever their initial investment was in the company. And then third is all profits. Everything from that point is profits. So you got to build it on a residual backing. So even though I showed this yesterday, and again, I'll cover it briefly, but in a 2 by 2 by 2, so 2 bring in 2, that's 4, and then 4 brings in 2, that's 8. In this theoretical example, a person spent around $180, less than $180 to get started. And by helping them go through all these examples, 2, getting 2, getting 2, the person would make $328. They hit 1K, and so that's quite an improvement. But what I need to talk about now is where does it go from there? So that was 2 by 2 by 2. This one here would be the next one. So now what you're seeing is that if a person went from 2 to get 4, and then 8 each get 2, that's 16, down to 32. Now what you're talking about is you're talking about 62 people with 90 in personal volume, which is 5,580 in volume. 10%, that's $558. Listen closely, residual income. You go over here, not only did you get the $100 bonus from the last slide, but you also make a $500 bonus. So that would be an extra $1,000, the $1,058 that you would make. Now, listen closely. You can do that in one day. You could do that in 1 week. You could do that in 1 month. You could do that in 2 months, or you could do that never. Now, I always say that everything's easy to do, but sometimes things are easier not to do. Let me take it to the next level, because I want you guys to think about what you would do. Ask me what you would do if you not only got in profit, but the next checks that you got from My Daily Choice was now over $1,000. Listen closely. What would you do with that $1,000? And how would it make you feel? How would it make you feel? So now you've made, a total of $1,300? Let's round it down. If you made an extra $1,300, everyone in the world keeps saying to me, Robert, how do you do this business? Robert, what do you say? Robert, where do you contact people? See, they ask all that stuff, and the reason why is because as soon as you make income and you see the money coming in consistently, you'll forget everything. Because now you got confidence, you have belief, you have a belief payday. So when you start getting paydays, what if we get your team paydays? Da, da, da. There we go. So this is going to the next level. So now what we're doing is we're going to take that same example. Now we're going to draw it out to the 64 to 128 to 256. So now you got 510 people with 90 in PV, 45,900, and now you're making $4,590. But you hit another position. So now you got 2,500. So you add that 2,500 to the 4,500. You guys got that? What is that? $7,000? Are you guys listening to me? So now all of a sudden, it's like, wait a minute. My first goal was 5,000. Now I've made over 7. But there's something that more important happens here. Because doing this correctly, your first 2 people would now be making what you made last checks. Did you notice I didn't call it months? I didn't call it weeks? Because when the momentum kicks in, that's when you really see how fast. Terry and I, in our first 2 weeks, did this example right here. And we did this total example right here in our first 2 weeks. First 2 weeks. You can see on the other videos. So now when your people are making money and everyone is duplicating, everyone knows what to do, let's take that one more step. Okay? Now we're looking at, you're going to 50K, and you notice here that now you got 1,000 people in your group. In this scenario, everyone did 2. Not 3, not 4. You did 2. So that's now $9,100 a month, and then you got a $5,000 bonus. So that's what, 14 grand? That's exactly the way it happened. Oh my God. Let's go one more time. You guys are going, yeah, I keep getting slide. I'm a super. The last one showed 50K. All right, next step. Now all of a sudden, you're at a place where you got 2,046 people in your group, 184,000 of volume. In this scenario, I think that Eric said it on there. Again, you got 10,000 and a bonus with 18. That's over 28,000 that for that month or that week. And everyone's doing exactly the same plan. One of the things that Jenna Zwago said on her training today that I just thought was phenomenal is that, are you showing people how they're going to get a payday? Are you going to show them how they're going to get a return on their investment? Are you showing people how, in a very simple way, how they're going to go out and take the next step and get in profit? If their goals are to make an extra 2 grand or 3 grand a month, are you showing them the plan to make that happen? Because if you're not showing them the plan, or like I listened today, from Don Fela in an interview, it's like he says, listen, you know what's wrong with a lot of people? A lot of people do not have a plan and they don't know how to drive. And so they don't know how to drive, so you're putting them in a vehicle and they don't know how to drive. They're not salespeople. They're not sales types. They think they got to change their whole personality trait. They're not salespeople. 95% of people are not salespeople. And now you got a bunch of people out there that are just trying to sell, and they don't have a roadmap. They don't have a game plan that's consistent for each and every one of them to follow. So it's very, 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 very important. Also, what I covered yesterday is I want to show you guys really quickly the reason why you'd want to start this at the executive level. Now, if you can't, that's fine. But if you notice this is the places that you get started to become a free affiliate. Now, if you start out at free, let's zoom in here. If you start out at free, you're going to make 25% on your first level. So let's go back to the original one that I did. That was yesterday, okay? I made them look a little fancier. So if you came in at free, then the only thing you get is right there. But instead of 50%, you make 25%. So instead of 90, you're making $45. You don't get paid the rest. Even if you built the plan out, you don't make any more money. But you can do that $45 in your credit wallet and you can go to Builder. Now when you're going to Builder, do you notice that it pays you 30%? And then when you get to Director, it pays you 35% plus one more level deep. See, so you want to get to executive as soon as you can. And if you're like me, you would find the money to become an executive if you knew you could get a return on that investment within a couple of weeks. So that's what that whole game plan is, to show you how to get a return on your investment. So now the next thing I want to tell each and every one of you in this video is that's like the first building block, right? So now how you drive this in depth is the key to this. It's all about what I call building block number 2. And guess what? Tomorrow you get to see building block number 2. So this is just an extension to building block number 1. And I wanted to show you one more thing here. In all these examples I showed you, I think it was 2,000 people. Let me look through them here quick. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's like 2,000 people, I think, was the biggest one. Right, here we go again. So what I'm sharing you to do is you can see here that it's 2,000 people. All right? Now look at this. All right? Right there you're seeing 525 active customers, 54 active affiliates, and 3,100 subscriptions. So in the example that I showed you 2,000 people, not 14,000 people. Did you guys catch that? So Terry and I right now have 14,000 people that are responsible for our income by using this little simple method. And you can't keep doing this, helping people, get a payday. I did a whole video on that, is get them paid, get them a payday. So tomorrow I'm going to do building block number 2 because it's going to show you how I have never needed to run advertising, buy leads. I haven't even needed to really go out on Facebook much to look for new people because I'm too busy helping the people that got in the business get a payday. It's fun when I bring in brand new people and then they reach out to me and say, I already got a payday. It's pretty neat that I haven't looked at the back office, but I think that I've helped 3 brand new people hit 1K for the first time. So what I'm doing works. You get them a payday. Now we just have to get them, help their people get to 1K. That makes them 5K. Then we help those people that went 1K, help their people go to 1K. And then the people above them go to 5K, making you a 10K. You guys got that? It's really simplistic. If you keep it simple, then 95% of the people that are non-sales types go, wait a minute. I might have to go through a few people, but I know I can find 2 people that need to make money. And again, you don't have to stop at 2. So again, this is a theoretical example. You know, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. You can do that, do this, and you can share with other people how to do this. Teach people how to drive instead of teaching them how to be a salesperson. Teach them a theoretical way of being able to supplement, be in profit, double their income, retire one of their spouses. You know, they can go as high as they want to. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Please share this with people that you know. And last but not least, if no one's giving you permission to succeed in life, let me be the first. Take care and talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now. Thanks, Zoltan. Hey, my wife. Hey, Marcus. How you doing? Nicholas, Eric, Kim, Melody, hi Kim. Eric again, Melody, boom. Norma, thank you very much. Crystal, I appreciate you guys. Diane, it wouldn't let me roll up any further. See you soon.